welcome back to Heather Together, the channel where we work together to get our poop in a group. So I'm going to be talking today about my favorite part of the year, which is the last quarter. And the last quarter of the year gives us beautiful fall colors. It gives us Thanksgiving, the holidays, time with family, and such cute decorations. I love decorating for different holidays, and I really love decorating for fall. So I always do a display in my yard with hay bales and corn stalks, scarecrows, pumpkins, all that kind of stuff. But this year I want to add a fall banner to it, and I'm going to be showing you guys today how we're going to make that. We're going to make stuffies. So let's work together and get our holiday decorations going. One of my favorite textiles to decorate with is burlap. I love burlap because it is so durable, it's timeless, and yes, it is on trend, but it always stays in style in some form or fashion because you can use it in so many different ways. So now there are all these different colored cool burlaps. So it's not just brown anymore. You can get it in a variety of shades. But I went to my hobby store and just picked up different fall colors that I want to focus on. And I'm going to do a different letter for each color. So F-A-L-L. And we're going to make stuffies today. That's what I'm going to be showing you. So burlap is so durable for outside, and it really does stand the test of time. So you're going to need some squares of burlap. You're going to need a really good pair of scissors. I have a Fiskars pair. I highly recommend these because they cut material really well, and they stay very sharp. Hot glue gun, marker, tape measure, and anything that you want to stuff with. You can use brown paper, you can use plastic bags, you can use quilt filling if you want to do that, newspaper, but just anything that's going to give it that puffy 3D look. So it'll look like a stuffy. And lastly, the good old dust buster. You don't want one of those around because burlap sheds like crazy. It is durable, but it's a mess. So make sure as you go along the way, you can vacuum up or get it up with a towel or something because it will shed. So let's get started. I'm going to show you what we need to do to make our stuffies. And the first thing is measuring and cutting. So I went ahead and pre-measured my size. So I know that I want my letters to be this tall and about this wide. So what you're going to do is make sure they're back to back. Make sure you have two so that whenever you cut it, they'll be the exact same size. You'll just glue around, stuff inside, and you'll be good to go with your stuffy. So what I'm going to do is make sure all the edges line up exactly right. Take your marker and just sketch out whatever you want the stuffy to be. So I know that on this first one I'm going to show you, I'm making an F, of course, for fall. So I'm going to just sketch that out. And you also want to be careful that you don't bring it all the way to the edges because you want to leave a little slack for you to get a good amount of hot glue in there. Okay? So I'm just making a simple block letter F. And then I'm just going to cut that out and do that for each of my letters. So I have A, I have L, and another L. So I'm going to get these all cut out and then show you the next step of actually gluing and stuffing. So I have them all cut out, my F, A, L, L. So this is going to be so cute when it's done, but I want to show you there's probably going to be some sketch marks on it because whenever you sketch out, your marker's going to be there, but not a big deal. Don't worry about it because these really don't have to be perfect. But with your lines showing, since you've cut them double exactly, then you just take the one that's on the bottom without the marker, lay it on top, match up the sides, glue it, good to go. Nobody will ever know that there's marker on the inside. So I've got my hot glue gun ready to go. Let's get our stuffing, put it inside, and get these finished. Okay, so now you have everything cut out and you're ready to stuff. And what I like to do is do the outside edges of what I'm gonna stuff. That way I'll know that I have to go to that distance, you know, for my stuffing. And so you just want to put a really good line of glue there. And of course, don't do all the edges because then you'll close it up. But 2 out of 3 or 3 out of 4, just so you can see what you're working with there. So that's glued right there. And I'm going to just start stuffing in this little pocket that I've created. Now this is not a quiet craft, so you're going to be crumpling up paper or newspaper, bags, whatever, unless you're using quilting stuffing. But so what you're going to do, see, you just fit it to the area. So I put just enough in so that you get that good little puff, and it makes it look 3D. So you're just going to put that in there, make sure it puffs up. Then come in with your hot glue gun again and do that so that you can close it off. So the first part of my F, the top of my F, is done and sealed. And see, it does not have to be perfect because, again, these are kind of shabby chic crafts. But you want to make sure that you get enough glue so that it stays closed up and doesn't start raveling, okay? So, I'm going to go ahead and finish this out. Okay, so the top part's done, but I'm just going to keep on stuffing. So you just keep gluing around and making a little pocket for you to stuff inside of. And the really, really nice thing, again, about burlap is that it is so durable. So it's really tough. So you just stuff it in there and get her done. And you can just follow all the way down. Just keep making the little pocket and keep stuffing. And again, you don't want to overstuff, but you definitely don't want it under, because I've made some before that were just pretty flat, and it's not the same effect if they're not really, really stuffed. So you just play with it, keep on stuffing. You're not going to hurt it or tear it. And just keep on working down all the way till you get to the end. Okay, so here's my first one, my F. So I'm going to go ahead and do the same thing for my other letters, but you can see I glued all the way around, and it is going to fray a little bit, but you just get your scissors, chop that off. Sometimes it'll just peel right off, but if not, just get your scissors. If you want to do any just little shaping up, you can do that as well, but I'm going to finish up these letters. You can see it is a little bit puffy, but not too overdone. So you also want to keep something nearby to press with, because that hot glue does seep through the burlap edges and it will burn you for sure. But got the first one done, so now I'm going to finish the others and I'll show you what they look like when they're finished. So after a lot of gluing and pushing and stuffing, I've got all the letters done. So we have our F, our A, L, L. So look how well these colors work together for fall too. They're gonna look really, really cute on my display that I put out at the end of my driveway. And I wanted to share with you the versatility of burlap. It takes paint really well. It takes glitter, it takes glue, paint, all kinds of things you can decorate them with. But it will stay on here so well and lay a nice flat on top of the burlap. So you could outline these, you could put polka dots, stripes, you could take a different color burlap and patch it on, maybe like a scarecrow theme. Anything that you're making, you can make it versatile and make it personalized, so no one will have the same stuffy as you. That's what I really love about making these on my own. You can buy them in the store, but they're so easy to make that why buy one? You can just make it at home. My children love to make these too. I let them draw something out, we cut it out, and then they just make it. This was some brown burlap, just regular brown. My little girl painted her own bunny, how she wanted it to look. We have kitties, we have foxes. So this keeps them entertained with art, which I really like, and it helps them to be creative and lets them have their own stuffy that nobody else has. I will say if you want to hang these, you can prop up your stuffy or you can hang it, but make sure, you can also use the burlap as the hook, but just make sure the glue is on there really, really, really well. So, because it's, you know, gonna hold a little weight. So you would just simply take a piece of burlap, any color, or ribbon, whatever you want to put, but just loop it on there and then hang it up. Super simple. So, thank you all for watching. I hope you have so much fun creating stuffies. I love making them. I love making all kinds of things out of burlap. But I hope you have fun with art. It is what keeps me sane whenever I have some free time. So thanks for watching, and please share, subscribe, and comment below if you would like to. But I will show you how these all go together with my fall display in another video. And until then, thank you so much for watching, and happy crafting.